you log off. And if you think they better than me, bar too high and it's hard to beat. Gucci shades hit dark, so it's hard to see. The easy part is getting money, but it's hard to keep. I know you seeing that I'm busy, so don't bother me. Like I passed every test, you ain't as smart as me. You a shorty, you a wannabe. See me on the scene, you know that I charge the fee. What? On my what? It don't matter 'cause I'm steady counting up. What? On my what? It don't matter 'cause I'm steady counting. You can't even handle a like me. I own money and I buy my own. My wrist and your hand gon' freeze. Put it on his hands and knees. Who you frontin' on? Come on, girl. I know you a rookie. You got some followers, so what? Want you a cookie? I got promoters throwing shows so they can say that they booked me. When I walk up in the
Oh, yeah.
they be turning
MOT
and
Grin.
no way, so ain't easy 'cause the pace I be pushing. In the store, I'm like, they like Rico with you. I'm better than all the rest. Not a drill, ho, it's not a test. You need to roll out 'cause you acting too hesitant. I bet you can't count all the money that I just spent. Singing to the fans like they Jasmine Sullivan. Too big, I just popped my rubber band. What? On my what? It don't matter 'cause I'm steady counting up. What? On my what? It don't matter 'cause I'm steady counting.
Last time that I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck. It was no on my rap. Last time that I checked, I was selling in the set. Make $250,000, no sweat. Last time that I checked, I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked, first you get the money, then respect, then the power and the come next. Last time that I checked, I've been self-made from the dribble. I was
LOL,
been
hey.
saying I'm a killer. Playing no games with you. Pop clutch, switch lanes on you. Look, I laid down the game for you. Taught you how to charge more than what they paid for you. Own the whole thing for you. Reinvest, double up, then explain for you. Gotta be love. Run the city, it gotta be cuz. It's for the pieces I took off the Monopoly board. Yeah, y'all boss claims, it gotta be fraud. Just keep the hood about your mouth and you gotta be charged. I doubled up, tripled up, what? Banged on the whole game, I ain't give a nobody tripping, handle business, got my digits up. And when I drop, you know I'm about to. Last time that I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck. It was no on my rap. Last time that I checked, I was selling in the set. Make $250,000, no sweat. Last time that I checked, I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked, first you get the money, then respect, then the power and the come next. Last time that I checked, come through fly check, no cosign. I ain't need radio to do mine. I done fine, and I take my time and take my tribe. Every level that I crossed in this game, like state lines, it was visionary. Either I'm genius or it's scary. Maybe it's both in this balance I deliver daily. For every in these streets trying to feed the babies. The single mama's working hard not to miss a payment. And dirty money get washed on royalty statements. Black owners in this game are powerful racists. Young, then the set just doing it makeshift out the garage. It's how you end up in charge. It's how you end up in penthouses, end up in cars. It's how you start off a end up a boss. It's how you win the whole thing and live with sweat dripping down your face. Cause the mission was last time that I checked, it was 5 chains.
We come to you north of the border from Toronto, Ontario. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, the Raptors are Canada's team. Only fitting. Toronto's the 4th largest city in North America.
Ed, all that sounds great, but I'll tell you what, I love everything about T-Dot. The food, the music, the culture, the people, the energy of the city. It's off the charts. Every NBA player wants to come through the 6.
No one really cares if it's cold because inside these walls, it's always revved up. Redick with it. Looking to make something happen. Redick won't go down. Valanciunas to Ibaka. Screen coming. Lowry to Danny Green. Ibaka to Lowry. 4-3. That's good D. Shot no good. Simmons with it. He'll run the offense. Beyond the arc for three. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
And Ed, when you have 7-footers roaming the perimeter who shoot over 40% from the three-point line, why take twos?
All five can shoot it at any given time. Leonard to Danny Green. Fires the three. The rebound taken down by the Sixers. To Covington. Great dish to set it up. Throws it down. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Can't go down. Smothering defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Runner here won't go down. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. Ibaka. To Lowry. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home. Safe to say, notice has been served.
Sometimes things go good. Other times, things go great. Everything going their team's way right now.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Toronto has the basketball. Sixers have it. Simmons with it. 9-0 is the score. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, no question. There's an unspoken bond there.
Just on the same wavelength. And how about this? Sometimes a bad pass is a great pass when you have somebody as athletic as that can catch that anywhere and slam it down.
From long range, his first effort off the mark. To Ibaka. Serge Ibaka slams it down. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They look lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
And they call it.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
Substitutions, Philadelphia.
Embiid. Cleared by Ibaka. Fred VanVleet to Danny Green. Fred VanVleet. Oh, they call the foul.
A simple touch foul.
That's his first personal.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
First foul in the last 2 minutes.
Lowry. Now a steal by Philly. Inside, he scores.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make 2 bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Shot from the lane won't go. Oh, working hard there. Collects the rebound and gets it back up for the slam.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
The drive, right to the basket. All right, Ibaka up to block the shot.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spin, and that's the game.
Off the mark on his free throw. Monroe. That'll get out off the Raptors. Substitution being made in this one.
Philadelphia.
Covington. To Embiid. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
The assist from number 7.
Philadelphia with the basketball. And scores. Strong take.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
The assist from number 7, Kyle Lowry.
Simmons into the front court. Shot clock turned off as they get a chance to build their lead. Oh, emphatic slam.
That's how you punctuate a good first quarter. 3 more left to go, but you've set the momentum for the second.
Easy path to the rim. That'll do it for the first quarter. The 76ers have the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. The ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. Probing the defense to Monroe. Lets it fly from long range. Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Fultz with the basketball. Lead stands at 7. Embiid to Fultz. Here's a chance from long range. Valanciunas with the rebound. To Lowry. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. To Monroe. Finish that.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything. That's why shots aren't dropping.
Shot stopped by Embiid. To Simmons.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
He throws it down. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Lowry. To Valanciunas. Scores from the post.
And if he don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Here's Simmons with it up top. His team up by 7. Too much contact. And free throws coming.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Nope. First one does not go. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Ball's controlled by Lowry. Great pass to set it up. Ah, the monster stuff. Sixers call for time as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions.
Number 17, J.J. Redick.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Raptors have the rebound. Lowry into the front court. Now down 6. And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
His first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Lowry To Leonard. Turns and slams it down.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Fultz. Markelle Fultz forcing that one there. Well defended. It's the Raptors with the basketball. Lowry to Danny Green. Fires the three. Still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good. Fultz into the front court. Up 6. Simmons. The shot by Simmons won't go down. To Ibaka. Rocking the rim.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
And a rim rocker. Joel Embiid.
Now that the process has been established, it's going to be fun to see how much better Joel Embiid can be this season. Everybody heard about his arduous offseason workout program, but the thing I love about him the most, he always works on his game, even if he's dunking on random fans on vacation.
Opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Lowry to Powell. Fights through traffic to slam it down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Wraps him up. That's intentional. And the ref calls it.
Maybe a message was being sent there. I'm just not too sure what it was.
First foul in the final 2 minutes.
Simmons to Embiid. And the basket good at the rim.
Joel Embiid looking to take his game to a completely different level after working out with one of the best trainers in the league this offseason. An all-star for the first time last year, averaging 23 points. Safe to say, no longer trust the process. Joel Embiid is the process.
Leonard. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. To Leonard. Lowry. Slam dunk.
Valanciunas giving you that size, giving you that length, a guy that can extend the defense. But you kind of forget that he was the 5th pick taken overall in 2011.
Big finish at the rim. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Sheer strength to slam it down. He ran right through the gauntlet.
If you know a guy's a driver, there's no need to apply that much pressure on him if his main objective is to get to the rim. Play off of him, make him think about the jump shot, and also, guys from the weak side on the help side, make sure you play in those gaps and you try to close out as quick as possible when he puts his head down.
Oh, they call him for the foul.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. That'll do it for the first half. It's the Sixers out in front. Game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. Lowry to Ibaka. And they called a foul. Jay, he was there too late.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2. Sixers control it. It's denied by Ibaka.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
Danny Green. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change.
Stuffs it down with authority.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Lowry to Leonard. That'll get out off the Raptors. Sixers have the basketball. Yes, and a foul. They'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Unable to connect on the free throw. Danny Green to Lowry. Leonard. Smothering D.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
From the painted area, won't go down.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
Now a steal as the Raptors have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Danny Green. Now a pass stolen by the Sixers.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
That pass taken away by Toronto. Valanciunas to Danny Green. For three. And stays cold from deep as he misses another one. It's no good. Curling inside. Knocked away at the rim.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Lowry to Leonard. Has a chance. Add 2 points to the board.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Valanciunas with the denial. Covington.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Slams it down. Big finish for Joel Embiid.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Lowry to Valanciunas. Stuffs it down with authority.
But did you see the way he was able to do it, Ed? Did you see him constantly probe the defense by maintaining his dribble? Ultimately, if you keep your eyes on all the other defenders, they will lose track of where the ball is. That's where you slip a quick pass in for an easy dunk.
Substitutions.
And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
That's his second personal foul.
Covington
2 minutes left.
trying to cash in, and he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Leonard. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with the steal. To Simmons. Slams it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
17,
Toronto with the basketball. Fred VanVleet to Leonard. Simmons lobs it up, lays it in off the alley-oop pass.
Can we take a second to talk about the most gregarious personality in the NBA? We don't trust in the process. No. We're beyond the process. Joel Embiid has emerged as this generation's Shaquille O'Neal, and he's done it in a variety of ways. He's a dominant big who doesn't shy away from the physicality of the game. Probably the reason why he was up for Defensive Player of the Year. And also, he has a personality that baits you into a conversation, whether you like it or not, and he's pretty hysterical. This kid is going to be a star in the league for years to come, and you better pay attention to what he has to put down.
Ibaka to Monroe. Leonard to VanVleet. And a whistle.
A simple touch foul.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Leonard. Blocked by Embiid.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Leonard to Ibaka. 4-3. VanVleet denied. Have to like the defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
That misses with 2 seconds to go. That ends the third quarter. The 76ers have the lead. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. Lowry to Danny Green. Leonard to Lowry. Beyond the arc for 3. And Kyle Lowry, muscle memory put to good use there.
Look, no one was more disappointed in how the 18th season ended than Kyle Lowry. I'm sure he's been playing those games over and over in his mind like a bad nightmare. I would be shocked if we don't see a bigger edge and a bigger chip on his shoulder. Because the reality is, they need to start finding some answers in the 6 and quick.
Lowry with it. The deficit is 6. Lowry to Valanciunas. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
No. I'll tell you, the team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Misses the first. Missed the second. 0 for 2. To Simmons. Inside, he scores.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
Leonard gets it at the top of the key. Oh, had him going there for a second. So Lowry. Simmons with the denial.
And it's not just about blocking shots, it's about the physicality of the game. How about on all these down screens, your bigs are bumping these guys off the screen, allowing you to catch up to the play defensively. That's why you're playing so well.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. So Lowry. Shot by Valanciunas off the mark. Philadelphia with the basketball. To Simmons. And they call it.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Redick.
Subbing in for Toronto, number 23.
Simmons. Simmons with a shot. No good.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
In the front court comes Simmons. His team up by 7. And they call the foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
And a throwdown.
I know there's that old saying that says 1 man can't beat 5, but we're watching 1 man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Fires the 3. Off the mark.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Missed the foul shot. Valanciunas to Leonard. Taken by the Sixers. Simmons with it. The lead is 11. And the finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Well, can't do that.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Lowry. He's looking for that touch. Tough made through traffic.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Passed it off. Doesn't get the bounce. Danny Green to Valanciunas. Driving right to the basket. Embiid says not this time.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Valanciunas to Ibaka. Serge Ibaka slams it down.
Serge Ibaka has such a good jump shot for somebody 6'10", but every time I hear his name, I just can't help but think about what would have been in OKC.
Now a steal as the Raptors have it. Lowry into the front court. His guys down by 9. And scores.
I know this is going to sound crazy, but it's so hard to guard a bad shooter. Their form throws your pace off on how you defend it. Sometimes there's nothing you can do.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia. That's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with 1 remaining. Time to shuffle things up.
Receive an exclusive discount. Into the game for the 76ers, number 3.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Knocks down the first. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Ball's controlled by the Raptors. To Ibaka. Danny Green to Lowry. And a chance coming up at the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Number 3, Philadelphia 76ers are in the penalty for the Toronto Raptors.
First try, no good. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Simmons with it. His team on top by 8. And Jay, they call the foul.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Kyle Lowry, that's his second personal foul.
And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Now the Raptors going to use a timeout. They're down big in this fourth quarter. And a chance here to empty their bench.
Today's ticket raffle. You have until the end of today's game to claim your prize at the customer service desk.
Leonard.
Located near section 104.
Lowry to Ibaka. From long range, buries it on the catch and shoot.
And Ed, when you have 7-footers roaming the perimeter who shoot over 40% from the three-point line, why take twos?
All 5 can shoot it at any given time. Simmons taken by the Raptors. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. Shot the buzzer does indeed go down, but it only affects the final score. This ball game is over. The Sixers are victorious. They continue their unbeaten run. Red hot to start the season. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.